For over a century, Mount St. Helens stood serene in Washington state, its snowy peak a symbol of tranquility. Families hiked and camped in its shadow, never imagining danger. But in March 1980, everything changed. A magnitude 4.2 earthquake rattled the mountain, the first sign of unrest. Soon, steam and ash puffed from the summit. Mount St. Helens was waking up. Scientists rushed in, setting up instruments to monitor the growing activity. Earthquakes multiplied, hundreds each day, and a new crater split the summit. The world watched as the mountain transformed from postcard perfect to unpredictable. Most alarming was a bulge swelling on the north side, growing 5 feet a day. The once symmetrical cone warped, pressure building beneath the surface. The gentle giant was now a ticking time bomb. Residents and scientists alike waited anxiously, knowing the mountain's next move could be catastrophic. The transformation was dramatic, nature's calm replaced by mounting tension. The stage was set for one of the most explosive eruptions in American history. The sleeping giant was about to awaken in a way no one could have predicted. As the bulge on Mount St. Helens grew, scientists warned of imminent disaster. Authorities established a red zone, barring entry to protect lives. Many locals like Harry R. Truman refused to leave, unable to believe the danger. The mountain's relentless earthquakes and swelling bulge were clear warnings. Scientists measured the bulge with lasers, analyzed gases, and tracked every tremor. The magma inside was rich in gas, like a shaken soda bottle ready to burst. This wasn't a slow lava flow, it was a volatile, pressurized system. The north flank bulge was a visible sign of the immense forces at work. Every day, the risk of a catastrophic collapse grew. Scientists pleaded for caution, knowing the eruption could be sudden and violent. The mountain's silence was gone, replaced by ominous rumblings. The red zone became a line between safety and disaster. The world watched, waiting for the inevitable. The pressure was building toward a single, explosive moment. No one could predict exactly when, but everyone knew something massive was coming. The countdown had begun. May 18, 1980, dawned clear and calm. Volcanologist David Johnston monitored the mountain from 6 miles away. At 8:32 a.m., he radioed, "Vancouver! Vancouver! This is it!" Then silence. A magnitude 5.1 earthquake struck, triggering the collapse of the north face. The largest landslide in recorded history thundered down, obliterating everything in its path. Spirit Lake was buried, the landscape erased in minutes. The landslide uncorked the volcano, releasing pent-up pressure in a lateral blast. A supersonic cloud of ash and rock shot sideways, flattening forests and incinerating all life within 230 square miles. Temperatures soared, the blast zone sterilized in seconds. The devastation was total. Nothing survived in the path of the blast. Simultaneously, a massive ash column soared 15 miles into the sky. For those nearby, the world changed in an instant. The eruption's fury was unleashed not upward, but outward, with unimaginable force. Mount St. Helens had exploded, rewriting the landscape forever. Unlike the slow lava flows of Hawaii, Mount St. Helens erupted with no lava at all. The destruction came from explosive pressure, not molten rock. The magma was thick and gas-rich, like a shaken soda can. When the landslide uncorked the volcano, trapped gases expanded violently. The magma shattered into ash, tiny, razor-sharp fragments. A pyroclastic flow, a superheated, fast-moving cloud of gas and ash, raced across the land. This was the true killer. A ground-hugging surge moving faster than any human could run. The lateral blast was a sideways detonation, not a gentle ooze. The energy of centuries was released in seconds. Stratovolcanoes like Mount St. Helens are primed for such explosive behavior. The absence of lava was the key to the disaster's speed and lethality. The mountain didn't flow, it detonated. Understanding this difference is crucial to grasping the true danger of these volcanoes. The eruption was a violent lesson in the unpredictable power of gas-charged magma. In the Pacific Northwest, explosive eruptions are the rule, not the exception. The blast zone was annihilated, but the eruption's reach extended far beyond. A massive ash cloud drifted east, plunging towns into darkness. Yakima, 85 miles away, saw midday turn to night as ash fell like gritty snow. The ash clogged engines, collapsed roofs, and choked crops. Life ground to a halt. People wore masks to breathe. 57 lives were lost: scientists, residents, and unsuspecting visitors. Wildlife perished by the thousands. Rivers and lakes were suffocated by debris. The vibrant ecosystem vanished, replaced by a gray wasteland. The Toutle River Valley was buried under a destructive lahar, volcanic mudflow. Homes, bridges, and highways were swept away for miles. The devastation followed river systems, spreading chaos far from the mountain. Recovery would take years. The scars would last much longer. The eruption's impact was both immediate and enduring. Nature's fury had transformed the region overnight. The world watched, stunned by the scale of destruction. In the aftermath, the blast zone seemed lifeless, a gray desert. Scientists predicted centuries before life would return. But deep underground, pocket gophers survived. Emerging, they dug through the ash, bringing rich soil to the surface. Each gopher mound became a tiny oasis for seeds carried by the wind. These small patches sparked a chain reaction. Plants grew, insects arrived, birds followed. The gophers' digging helped rebuild the ecosystem from the ground up. Recovery was slow, but life proved resilient. The mountain became a living laboratory, showing how nature heals after catastrophe. The smallest creatures played the biggest role in renewal. The lesson: even after total destruction, life finds a way back. The quiet work of gophers helped transform a barren wasteland into a thriving landscape. Mount St. Helens became a symbol of nature's resilience. The lessons of Mount St. Helens echoed in New Zealand on December 9, 2019. Tourists explored the crater of Wakari, or White Island, unaware of the danger. Without warning, a phreatic eruption, steam-driven, not lava, exploded. A scalding cloud of ash and gas engulfed the visitors in seconds. There was no time to escape. The eruption was over in minutes. 22 people died. Many more were severely injured. Survivors described chaos, burns, and suffocating ash. The eruption was unpredictable, caused by water turning instantly to steam. Phreatic blasts are nearly impossible to forecast. The tragedy was a stark reminder: even seemingly stable volcanoes are deadly. The danger comes not from lava, but from sudden explosive releases of gas and ash. White Island's eruption underscored the risks of venturing near active volcanoes. The lesson: respect the unpredictable power of the Earth. In 2014, Japan's Mount Ontake offered another chilling reminder. Hikers enjoyed a clear autumn day near the summit, unaware of the lurking threat. Without warning, a phreatic eruption exploded, sending rocks and ash hurtling down. A pyroclastic flow swept over the slopes, trapping hikers with nowhere to run. 63 people lost their lives, the deadliest volcanic disaster in Japan in decades. Survivors described darkness, suffocating ash, and flying debris. The eruption was brief but devastating. Once again, there was no lava, just the lethal force of gas, ash, and rock. Rescue efforts were perilous amid toxic gas and deep ash. The tragedy echoed Mount St. Helens and White Island. The greatest danger is sudden, explosive blasts. These events teach us to respect volcanoes' unpredictable fury. The true threat is not always visible. Understanding this is key to survival near active volcanoes.